Tremendous occasion. Now please join me in welcoming the 15th president of Tulane University, Michael A. Fitz.
Good morning. Okay, welcome to New Orleans and welcome to the beautiful uptown campus of Tulane University. So hosting the Super Bowl is a tremendous moment, not just for the city, but for the entire state of Louisiana. So on behalf of Tulane, we are honored and delighted to host this very special Super Bowl event marking a significant moment in sports history. So 50 years ago, a young quarterback from Shreveport won his first Super Bowl right here on the Tulane campus. And his name, you guessed it, was Terry Bradshaw. This triumph secured his place in the legend of American football, and Tulane University is so proud to have been part of it. Now, some of you may be surprised to hear that the Super Bowl was once held on the Tulane campus. In fact, the old Tulane Stadium was about a stone's throw that way. Or should I say, a Terry Bradshaw touchdown pass that way. So before the Superdome was completed in '75, Tulane was home to the New Orleans Saints for the first 7 years of the franchise, and Tulane Stadium hosted 3 out of the first 10 Super Bowls. 3 out of 10. Now, the old stadium was torn down after the Superdome was built, but the history of Tulane University is forever intertwined with the history of American football, from Terry Bradshaw's first Super Bowl to Tulane's epic victory in the 2023 Goodyear Cotton Bowl. So Tulane has witnessed its share of champions, so it gives me great pleasure to vet one of the all-time greats of the National Football League here on the Tulane's campus. Now, one of Tulane's core values is inspiring excellence, and Terry Bradshaw embodies this value. His career is a perfect example of what can be achieved when talent is prepared with passion, dedication, and hard work. For the last 30 years, Terry has been beloved co-host of Fox's NFL broadcast. It literally is hard to imagine Sunday NFL games without his insight and his big personality. Of course, his tremendous success on the set followed an incredible 14-year career on the gridiron with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I confess, I was a Philly native originally and an Eagles fan. So I can't say I was cheering with him all 4 of those 14 years. But today I have nothing but gratitude and awe for Terry's contributions to the sport of football, and needless to say, we share his love of the New Orleans Saints. So at Tulane, we recognize that sports have the power to unite us. When we cheer for the same team, we become a team. We develop a sense of pride and belonging. And as one of the NFL's greatest ambassadors, Terry has been uniting people for over 50 years. So Terry, in recognition of your incredible impact, I have a gift for you. Check.
That's nice. Thank you, Mr. President. That's pretty sweet. I'll cherish this. Thank you.
So I also asked him whether he had any years of eligibility left from college. So maybe we'll see him play at Tulane. Anyway, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. President.
So before we continue the program, I want to welcome a number of elected officials who are here today. And I want to note it's a long list, but it says everything about the support of this state and elected representatives for the Super Bowl. So please join me in welcoming Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser, City Council President J.P. Morrell, City Council Vice President Helena Marino. And City Council members Eugene Green, Leslie Harris, Freddie King, and Oliver Thomas. Welcome also to State Representatives Vincent Cox, Amy Freeman, Big John Illig, Joseph Oberon, and Matthew Willard, as well as city and state officials from the committee. Thank you and welcome you all. So with that, it is my pleasure to welcome to the podium Kurt Menefee from Fox Sports.
Hey, considering everybody's standing up as they clap, does that count as a standing ovation for me after the? Yeah, that's what I'm taking it as. All right, come on. So thank you so much, President Fitz, members of the Green Wave community. On behalf of Fox Sports, this is a very special day for all of us. This is Terry Bradshaw Day. He's one of a kind. There's so much that I can't wait to share with you about him, but I know that you're in a hurry to get back to class, so I won't keep you too long, if that's okay. All right, so besides President Fitz, though, we should thank Lieutenant Governor Nungesser. He's here. The governor could not be here today, but Lieutenant Governor will take over, and you'll run the play, right? The option. We've got the members of the City Council as well. The Super Bowl Host Committee, I think you've done a fabulous job of representing New Orleans, and hopefully on Sunday we're able to share with the nation just 1/10 of the gratitude and resiliency that you've shown us that exists here in New Orleans, so thank you so much. So on behalf of Fox Sports, I just want to say that this Terry Bradshaw Day, we talked about right here on this campus, 50 years ago, Terry won his first of 4 Super Bowls. TB was the first quarterback ever to win 4 Super Bowls, and as he will remind you, he never lost one either. Perfect, perfect. So people look at Terry and they remember him as a football player, at least your parents do, for most of you, but they remember him as a broadcaster as well. But that was just the beginning of the many firsts he had. When Fox Sports started in 1994, before you were born, Terry was the first hire. Because David Hill, who was the CEO of Fox Sports at that point, saw him on television at CBS and say, that's what I want to build my organization around. And he is the heart and soul of Fox Sports, has been for 31 years. He is the DNA of Fox Sports. And you get a chance to see TB on Sunday, and what you see is who he is. He's the farm boy. He loves the pig stories and the goat stories, the Shorty's grocery store, all of that is really who he is. But that's what makes him special. He doesn't get on TV and pretend he's someone else. He's genuine, and that's what connects with the public. But what you don't get to see is what we see behind the scenes is the same guy, but he's also the guy who randomly will call you on a Wednesday just to check in and see how you're doing. I mean, he's that kind of person, and that, to me, is what people need to know more about Terry Bradshaw, because you see the goofy guy, you see everybody else trying to emulate him and be like he is on TV, but that has to be within your heart, and this is who this man is. So I am proud to be here to represent Fox Sports on this blessed day, Terry Bradshaw Day. The City Council, there's a proclamation that's going to be handed out later on. And I just want to say thank you for letting us be a part of this and for having this honor. Thank you so much. And with that, I will bring up Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser.
Good morning. Morning. Let me tell you, this is a real great opportunity for me to be here to celebrate Terry Bradshaw, the son of Louisiana, who has achieved a legacy status in the world of football. Terry's story is a source of pride for the entire state. His accomplishments reflect the spirit and the determination that we instill in all of our youngsters all over Louisiana, and he is a great, great role model. Now this weekend, Louisiana is going to shine on the national stage as we host the Super Bowl. This event not only brings excitement, economic benefit to our state, but it also provides a fantastic opportunity to showcase all that makes Louisiana so special. From our culture, our music, our delicious food, to the over 400 fairs and festivals. You know, we like to say, if you can eat it, drink it, shoot it, dance it, hell, we name a festival after it. Super Bowl allows us to share the unique experience of Louisiana with the world, and I'm thrilled to welcome visitors near and far to witness firsthand the love of Louisiana. Because let me tell you, we do have the best food, music, and culture, but it's you. It's you, the people, because you treat strangers like family, and they leave Louisiana with a friend for life, and they keep coming back for more. So thank you. You're the reason we have record-breaking numbers in tourism every year. Now, Terry, if I can take a moment on personal privilege, your good friend Drake Mills told me last night a lot of stories that I can't share today. But one thing he did say, knowing you for many years, you have the heart of a giant, and you are a teddy bear. And your huge heart is felt all over Louisiana, and I have seen for years what you don't see behind the scenes, what this guy does for the community, for children's charities, for so many things. I'm going to share one story with you that Terry probably doesn't remember. But the last Super Bowl in New Orleans, when everyone else was drinking, having a good time, Terry was at the House of Blues, auctioning off memorabilia to raise money for children's charities. And as he lifted the Jets helmet that Kyle Turley ripped off the Jets defensive player in New Orleans, I was on a mission to outbid Peyton Manning. And I spent more money than I could afford on that helmet, and I still have it in my office today. It took me about 4 years, Terry, to pay that off. Now, Drake did also mention that he has some great stories about how much you love fried chicken that he would tell me later that I couldn't tell today. I will not tell it. All joking aside, Terry, you are a true Louisiana ambassador, a great American, and we are so proud of you here in Louisiana. And now it is my distinct pleasure to bring up my good friends, the President of the New Orleans City Council, J.P. Morrell, and Vice President Elena Marina. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this great occasion.
Outstanding.
The city of New Orleans is eagerly anticipating hosting the Super Bowl this Sunday, and we are working diligently to ensure a memorable experience for everyone. We are excited to welcome fans from across the country and showcase the unique culture and hospitality of our city. I want to thank all the individuals and organizations who have worked tirelessly to prepare our city for this momentous occasion. From the Super Bowl host committee to the city staff, everyone has been working hard to make the Super Bowl a success. Today, we are especially proud to officially proclaim Terry Bradshaw Day in recognition of his extraordinary accomplishments and contributions to the world of football. His victory here in New Orleans was a pivotal moment in his career, and we are honored to celebrate his legacy. Terry Bradshaw is more than a football player. He's a part of the fabric of the city. His connection to Louisiana runs deep, and we are proud to claim him as one of our own. I want to add that something, and I shared this with Terry in the back. When I was in college, like you young people here today, and I feel old saying that, and I was looking at which fraternity to join, as going through the entire pledge process, I had the opportunity to be sold on the idea of Tau Kappa Epsilon. And they had a list of all these people who were in the fraternity. And there was Elvis Presley, there's Ronald Reagan, and I'm looking at this list and I see Terry Bradshaw. And I was like, I'm in. I am in. And I want to remind everyone in the country, Terry Bradshaw is a national treasure, but he was ours first. And he will always be a treasure that Louisiana celebrates, and the world is lucky that we share Terry Bradshaw with them. With that, I would like to present and introduce Council Vice President Elena Marina.
Thank you. All right. Good afternoon. Oh my goodness, it's so great to be here. It is such an honor for me to be here with Councilmember Morrell to celebrate a true Louisiana native and proclaim today, February 5th, 2025, as Terry Bradshaw Day in the city of New Orleans. That's right, that's right, that's right. Today, we are all here together to celebrate Terry, who, of course, we all know is an iconic figure in NFL history. From Louisiana Tech, we like to call it, of course, La Tech, he rose to the pinnacle of professional football, winning multiple Super Bowls. Then he went on to be America's favorite sportscaster. I'm sorry, Jimmy. No offense there. No offense there. And then, of course, he has also gone on to act and be in movies. Terry, what you have accomplished is truly an inspiration to all of us. And I also want to mention my husband's here, and he is, by the way, your biggest fan, and I made him come out here today. Hey, Chris, sorry, I had to call you out. Terry's story is a testament to the power of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. He embodies the values that we hold dear here in the state of Louisiana. We are incredibly proud of Terry's accomplishments, as the Lieutenant Governor mentioned, both on and off the field. He's a champion, a leader, and ultimately a true ambassador of the state of Louisiana. Terry, it is such an honor for the City Council to present this proclamation to you. While you may have been born in Shreveport, the City of New Orleans claims you today. Congratulations, Terry.
And I want to make it official. Be it proclaimed that the New Orleans City Council recognizes Wednesday, February 5th as Terry Bradshaw Day. Come on up, Terry. We got to pause for our picture.
Thank you.
Turn around.
Let me turn it around.
Turn around.
There you go.
Oh, we're going to scoot over here? Okay. Scoot over here.
Now, see Andrew?
Yep, see Andrew.
All right. How's that?
Got it? All right, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Good to go.
Thank you.
We'll get the Kurt. There you go.
Yeah,
Kurt,
I'll
hold
hold
that
it.
next to him.
There we go.
There you go.
Thank
Kurt's
you.
holding your water.
Yeah.
I love you, man. Thank you so much. Man, Jimmy and I were talking back. Jimmy Johnson, the great Jimmy Johnson is here. We were talking backstage, and Jimmy said, TB, I don't think I've ever seen such a big crowd since Trump's first inauguration. It's got to be, what, 150,000 people here today. So thank you. If you can hear me way in the back there, thank you so much. I appreciate that. This is the only way I could get on this campus. Someone had to give me an award because my GPA isn't quite what it should be. But I do thank you. Certainly, President Fitz, I know why you're a great president. You got a lot of rah-rah in you. And, yeah, you got to get in shape, though. You're a little soft. I'm worried about it. Kurt Menefee, my dear friend, thank you so much for being here. You didn't have to come here. I don't think you had to come here, but you're here. And of course, Jimmy and my beautiful wife, Tammy, sitting down here below. Thank you, sweetie. Lieutenant Governor, took me a while to get used to listen to how you talk, but that's pretty cool the way you talk. I like that. And of course, the council members and all of you, and you beautiful students here at Tulane University. It was 50 years ago that we played the Minnesota Vikings here. It was a game which, when I was going out onto the field to pregame warm-up the day before was 85 degrees, and the day of the game was like 35 degrees. Had a huge storm move in, and it was so cold, and we were going through ropes. Now you've got security, nobody can get near the players, but to go out on the field to pregame warm-up, you went between two ropes, and the fans were all over drinking beer and, having a good time, and this guy just, boom, right in front of me, boom, just crashed right there, just dead. Great, dead, right there, dead. And I'm looking at him with his eyes rolled back in his body, and I'm saying, oh my, is this an omen? What is this? I've never seen anything like that. So that's how I started Super Bowl IX. Stepping over a dead guy. And then going out, and then of course, being able to win the game in New Orleans. Such a cool city. I've loved coming down here. I was filmed a movie down here called Failure to Launch. Probably all of you have seen it and haven't. Well, maybe not, but down here with Matthew McConaughey, voted the sexiest man alive, yet I got naked in the movie. So if you ever want to really see a chiseled old white man, go get that movie out and watch it. But it's a great city.
I've been down here so many times. I love it. The food is amazing. I got a dear friend down here, Tom Wood. He owns several restaurants in the city. Matter of fact, he loaned us his house so my kids could stay here. So this, obviously, New Orleans is special. It's in the state of Louisiana, which I dearly love. I unfortunately did not go to Tulane. I went to Louisiana Tech, and don't hold that against me. But I do love this state so much, and I always felt like you got to kind of, you should always be proud of where you're from, and I certainly am. And then to come here, thank you, and then to come here, back to the Super Bowl where we've been here. This is my 8th Super Bowl with Fox, and I hope it's not my last. Our next one, Eric Shanks, our president of Fox Sports, is sitting here. Good to have you here, Eric. Ira Stahlberger, my agent. I don't know why you're here, but thank you. There's no money here. No money being made here today. But we've got our next Super Bowl after this one. This Super Bowl 59 will be in, 4 years? So hopefully I'm 76. Hope I'm there. But I do appreciate it. It's great. And you don't get honors at 76. Listen, who are you kidding? And for Tulane, the city of New Orleans, to do this for me, look, I don't take this lightly. This really touches me, and the fact that I don't feel like I deserve this, it's a little humbling for sure. All I ever wanted to do was play football. Then after football, all I wanted to do was farm and be a rancher. Then after that got started, CBS called and wanted me to sign me to a 3-year contract at CBS for $100,000 a year, which was a third of what I was making when I played pro football. I made $300,000 in the NFL. Matter of fact, a lot of the guys that are playing in today's game, don't ever give them a day because they're not coming. All right, they're making 60, 70 million a year. That's just the way it is nowadays. But me, I'll be down here in a heartbeat. You got to worry about that. But it's such a different sport than what we have. But all I want to do is play, and I got a chance to go to CBS, and then CBS lost football to Fox. And David Hill called me the very next day and said, I want to build all our pregame network around you. And I was like flattered by that. And I've been with Fox ever since. And I hope you enjoy our pregame show with Jimmy, Howie, Michael, Kurt Menefee is our host. Now we have Gronkowski. Now we have, all you young kids love him. We've got Tom Brady now as our #1 analyst on television, who's doing a great job. I see some kids out there stealing stuff. I appreciate that. Yeah, I see you. So it's a great day for me, for my family. I appreciate the university, Tulane. Thank you so much. And by the way, that helmet is cool. And if I were in high school, I would sign here because powder blue makes my eyes pop, and I would look good in that helmet. That's a badass looking helmet right there. So anyway, thank you. Thank all of you. Please tell the governor. Don't tell him anything. I'm a little upset he's not here. Tell him I'll run against him next time, so he better get his act together. God bless you all. Thank you for making this such a special day for us. Thank you.
All right, it's a great day because it's officially Terry Bradshaw Day. Thank you for coming out. And you know what? Why don't we honor Terry by finishing it up the way we started, right? Everybody knows his name, right? Terry, 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 Terry. Thank you, everybody. Terry.